Welcome guys, this is week 2 of Granny House, a house that I'm flipping and having a good time with this property. Here I'm giving you guys all the numbers, all the cosmetic work, all the analytics for this property, and see how we're going to turn this flip into a magnificent sale at the end of the day. Coming up. Welcome everyone, this is Antonio here from Poppa Homes, where we talk about turning credit into wealth by using the power of real estate. We basically out here flipping these houses like we flip pancakes. So at the end of the day, we on week 2 here of this project here, and I'm about to get into a few little photos here of some things on what we have done in just this 1 week and what we're trying to do. And at the end of the day, it's all about that scope of work, guys, but that's something we're going to go over later. I'm sure you guys the scope of work of this property, all the things that I plan on doing, and how we're going to put it together to pretty much make a magnificent old school property that's outdated and bring it back into the new school, but still capture that old school feel, but just newer things into the property. So that's what we're going to do. And I think this neighborhood here is a magnificent neighborhood where if you don't overdo it, you still can make some decent money with a property. But you just got to keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple and just make things work. But before we get into these photos and everything else and get into some numbers, hey, don't forget to subscribe to the videos here. Leave a comment, like, and share, and hit that bell notification so you'll be notified on any videos that I drop at any time on this platform, so you guys can follow them. Also, when it comes to comments, hey, leave comments, guys. There's a lot of people out there that are watching these videos. I got tons of thousands of people who are subscribed, but a lot of people are not leaving comments. Leave a comment. If you got a question, I will answer those questions specifically for you. So don't be ashamed, embarrassed to ask a question. I will answer those for you. If you want to do anything in real estate, any kind of mentor, investing, whatever the case may be, just hit me up in the comment section and we can definitely go from there. So let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's take a look at this property here. This is the 3rd bedroom. Now this house only had 2 baths and 2 bedrooms, and it was 2,000 square feet. So the first time I walked in this property, I was like, I'm changing that den into a bedroom, and I guarantee you, no one's going to ever think that bedroom was never there. So this whole entire room was panel, so we removed all the panel. And also, if you take a look at right here, this is where the door was at to walk through the master bedroom. Yeah, years ago, they made houses where every door led into a bedroom. And in today's time, we don't want all our doors going into a bedroom because most of us want that privacy. And also, we have this magnificent view here, and we have our closet already. Now, I'm thinking maybe this room was a bedroom some years ago, but maybe not. But I found out there was a fire in this room 30 years ago, and we found that out by going into the attic, found a few things, got the inspector out there, and we was able to determine that this room had a fire some years ago. Ain't that something? So if you go back into the kitchen, you'll see that I have pretty much closed off right here that open into the kitchen to make this bedroom flow as a traditional bedroom. Okay, so I closed those things off, and inside the bedroom here, like I said, we removed the paneling and we put up more sheetrock. We taping and mudding and floating this thing. We're about to smooth it out and put more baseboards and crown moldings up there as well. If you go back over to the master bedroom, this here in the green that I got circled, that's a closet space, not a closet space, a little storage space that I'm about to get rid of that so I can have more room inside the shower, the master bathroom, to extend my walk-in shower over there to the right. Unfortunately, in this big house here, We're not gonna have the opportunity to have a master shower where it just got gigantic and big. It's gonna be something that's simple to the point, but brand new toilet, vanity, and shower, but it's gonna look nice. The only way I'm gonna be able to do that, I'm gonna have to get rid of that storage space. And also, as you can see here, there goes that door that leads out to that third bedroom where we're closing that off. And because I want these bedrooms to be separated. I got some mulch. I got some hay as well for our landscaping. We're gonna keep it very simple. This landscaping is gonna be simple. We're gonna keep this landscape extremely simple. So here back inside the master bedrooms, we pretty much took up the crown molding at the top, and we're doing more texture to the wall and took up all the carpet. We still got some detached down here that we need to get up as well. In the hallway, we pretty much doing more texture in the living room as well. And also, I thought about it. I thought about squaring this off, but I'm just gonna keep that now. I'm just gonna let that be original feel to the property. Back in the kitchen, we're taping off the windows because all of this here was paneling all the way around. All that was paneling. We took that up and put sheetrock. In today's time, especially with a property of this nature here, we've got to have sheetrock. Now, this is back in the den where we just put up a wall here. We're creating our wall here, and also it's going to be a wall on the other side here, and we're going to frame out our door. And this is going to be the door to lead into the third bedroom. So I was talking to my contractor. He was saying, Antonio, where you want your door? I want that door to be in the center of the room there. And in the center, I think that would flow better coming from somebody coming out that garage and also coming into the back door there. So overall, that's it, man. That's what we have done as of now in 1 week. But let me talk about a few comps in this neighborhood on us getting our number, okay? So let me take a look at this here. My comps are going to be these properties right here, 275 to 280. I think that was going to be our sweet spot. All of these properties here are on the other side of the road, even though I can include them, but I'm not. And we got one more for 300,000, so that may be an option as well. So my comps, I know I can sell this house anywhere from a 270 to a 285 easily. I can definitely do that. So a house for 280 is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Let's take a look at it here. Let's skim through it. Very simple pictures here. Still got the old chandeliers in there. I took mine down. I like the grays and whites. Floors is pretty much still kind of old school. The paint looks good. They went butcher block. You got the original cabinets here. Some new appliances. Okay, very. They put towel here. Okay, let me look at the other one for 275. Oh nah. This one here is gonna definitely not be my comp. This is a different style property. Yeah, old, outdated. Yeah, that's not gonna be a comp of mine. And maybe not the one for 300, but it's a 4.2. I guarantee you that if it's a 4.2, then that means it may have a small bedroom. You see, they still got the archway. A lot of these properties in this neighborhood have that archway. They got carpet, kitchen okay. It's just a very basic house. Nothing too crazy. Shower looks okay. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with my 270 to 285. Okay. But let's look at some numbers here. Let's look at some quick numbers here. So my buy is at 170K. That's my buy. My sale would be at let me see. I'm gonna go for 185K and then work off that. And my rehab on this one here, let's say I'm gonna put that at 50K. So that gives me a all in right here at around about 120. Okay, 120K. And you might say, hey, you guys have 65K in profit, which is not the case. The case is that we are financing money here, so you can easily say finance money. You could take off $12,000, and so we have 53K. And then if you do the realtor fees on that amount, you're talking about maybe around about $12,000. $12,000. So if that's the case, that still gives us a profit of 41K. Not too bad. Not too bad if everything goes right when it comes to your flip. A lot of things have to go right, guys. By saying that, having things to go right, everything has to go right. Because when you deal with flips, a lot of things can go wrong. Tons of things can go wrong. And those things can be that you start opening up walls, you find termites, you find bad lumber, you find plumbing issues. And this house here, I already know we're going to have a plumbing issue in the master bathroom, because we're going to have to probably go through the slab to pretty much redirect that bathroom in that corner. So I already know that. There's a lot of things that can go wrong when you start doing things. Once it's over with, even when you get your own inspection, potential buyers are gonna want an inspection as well. And if there are small things here and there, I done been through thousands of these inspections, so I already kind of know what they want. There are small things here and there. That's why we always keep $1,000 of just cosmetic stuff that we can do. Because I say that because I got another property on the other side over here that I think we spent $750 to do a little cosmetic things that what the new FHA first time home buyers want done, and we got this fish on the hook, so we're gonna do those $700 worth of things. So we're not gonna miss out on selling this property over $700 or more. So yeah, we're at that number. You may still can do a 41,000 profit, but a lot of things have to go right in that. When it comes to materials are going up, interest rates are crazy. Just again, a lot of things have to go right. And if they don't go right, then your profits start to dwindle down. And that's the worst thing about it. So you got to make sure that you have a great scope of work so you can keep your contractors moving forward with what you want them to move forward with, and keep things in line so that you're able to continue to control the budget. But sometimes with projects, things get a little bit out of line, and funds start to dwindle down to the point where you're like, oh, what's going on here? I'm spending more than what I need to spend for this house. So you gotta be willing to reel this thing in to pretty much get that number. But with Granny House here, she's pretty much simple to the point. And this being week 2, I'm not seeing anything too crazy. I think that we're gonna be okay. But if we miss, we're gonna miss and break even. But we hope to make a couple of dollars at least to go out there and buy a steak or two or something. Who knows? But that's what we got. Next video will be week 3. Give you guys more updates on what's going on. I'll probably have a video walkthrough of this one here, because I don't like to really do video walkthroughs of the second week, because it really ain't nothing changed too much besides taking up carpet and throwing away stuff in demo. But I will probably have a video walkthrough to show you guys exactly what's going on in this property, so you can see the visual look on us flipping houses. So Again, guys, hey, do me a favor. I'm working real hard, man. Please subscribe to my videos here because I want to be able to reach 100,000 people. Not quite there yet. That's a goal of mine, reach 100,000 people, help people in this real estate world. So whether you're working with me or someone else, at least I'm giving you some insight on how to flip a house. You know, I did a few numbers just a second ago, but more videos down the road. I'm gonna break down how we do these numbers from the buying costs, rehab costs, material costs, working with the agent costs, all those things. Especially we got these new regulations coming in, so you guys gonna need to know how to structure these things so you can move your properties, because you got to be able to move them properties, make them offers, and move those properties. So do me a favor, subscribe to the video, give me a thumbs up, guys. You give me a thumbs up. That kind of help with the video. It help us push these videos up the rankings so more people can get their help. So you guys have a blessed day, and let's go flip a house. Bye-bye.